So it is International Fight Week, which means UFC 317 is this weekend, and I think this is going to be the scene from this weekend. Charles crying because, oh no, I got knocked out. I just got knocked clean out, guys, and I'm Charles, and I just got knocked out by the Chad, Ilia Topuria. This alpha male is going to get the job done this weekend, and I'm going to just break down this fight. I'm not doing a full card predictions. I'll put a community post up with my full card predictions. I just want to talk about this fight because there's a lot of chatter. I'm also ill, so bear with me. There's a lot of chatter about this fight and some narratives going into this fight that I just want to debunk real quick. Alright, I just want to debunk it because I think it's over for Charles. The dude's coming off a one-fight win streak against Michael Chandler, okay, where he looked good, but he got dropped and caught in round 5. Let's not pussyfoot around this shit. He got caught and dropped by Michael Chandler in round 5. Almost finished. Back of the head shots, fair enough, but almost finished by Michael Chandler. And you think that Ilia Topuria doesn't stand a chance? Let's just go into it. So narrative number 1 is that Ilia's too small. He's too small for this guy. He's only 5'7". Charles is 5'10". That's massive. 5'10" is about average for a lightweight. And I just want to pull some comparisons real quick. So I've got some stats up here. So here we have Ilia Topuria. Yeah, 5'7". 5'7". Bearing in mind, Max Holloway is I believe taller than Ilia Topuria, which we can actually 5'11". So yeah, he's actually an inch taller than Charles Oliveira is, which is very interesting considering. Oh well, you know, Oliveira's going to be too big for Ilia. Max is taller by an inch, and you can say, well, framing wise, I mean, Charles is thicker than Holloway. I like Charles. The dude's not built. He's in good shape. He's in good athletic shape. But if we want to talk about thickness and frame, look at this man. This was taken at 145. He's thicker than Charles. And he's fought opponents that have been taller than Charles and knocked them out. People that have never been knocked out before. People that have never been knocked down. Gaethje did, but officially, no one has knocked Max down. No one knocked him out until Ilia Topuria came along. He was an inch taller than Charles, and he got the job done. But if that's not enough debunking, okay, let's look at someone else, all right? Volkanovski, an inch shorter than Ilia Topuria. 5'6" he is, compared to Ilia's 5'7". Now, why do I bring up Volk? Because who is the same height as Charles Oliveira? Who is the same height as Charles at 155? Now you can say, but Bromo, Makhachev beat Volk. Yes, he did. But he gave Makhachev his toughest fight to date. His toughest fight of Islam's career and title reign was against Volk, who's an inch shorter than Ilia, who Islam is the same height as Charles Oliveira, 5'10". So we can just get rid of this narrative that Ilia's too small. Okay, he's just too small, guys, to keep up with Charles Oliveira. And it's like, no, he's not. Holloway is 5'11". Holloway just knocked out Gaethje, number 3 contender. He's legit. Ilia is taller than Volk. Volk gave Makhachev his toughest fight, who is also the same height as Charles DuBronx. So let's just get rid of that narrative that Ilia's too small. Alright. Number 2. Ilia's going to have to keep it on the feet. Now, I just want to go into this saying, I think Charles is superior on the ground to Oliveira. Hold on. I think Charles is superior on the ground to Ilia, sorry. I'm ill, like I said, just give me a minute. However, let's not sit here and pretend that Ilia Topuria's base isn't jiu-jitsu. Let's not sit here and pretend that Ilia Topuria doesn't have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He has more submission wins than he does knockout wins. 8 wins by submission, 6 wins by knockout. Only 2 fights going the full 5 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever they were. He can submit. He can grapple. He's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Now, when we look at Charles' stats, 21 wins by sub, 10 by knockout. I mean, only fucking 4 of his fights that he's won have gone the distance. That's wild. Some incredible 31 finishes in total. That is an unbelievable stat. I don't think it will be beaten at lightweight anytime soon. Charles is superior on the ground, but to sit here and pretend like Ilia doesn't know what he's doing is just, I'm going to say it, it's kind of casual. You know what I mean? It's kind of casual to not realise that Ilia had started his martial arts journey in jiu-jitsu and then along the way picked up boxing to kind of refine his, be more of a well-rounded guy. So let's not sit and pretend that Ilia can't grapple, because he can. Alright? And with that being said, who do I think is going to win? I think Ilia Topuria is going to knock out Charles Oliveira in round 2. And I think it's going to be brutal. And now, everyone's kind of saying this. There's a few people going in. They're actually picking Charles. One of them I'm debating tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I'm debating him tomorrow, 9 p.m. UK time, who thinks Charles is going to win this shit. Charles has been dropped by literally everyone that he's fought. Poirier, Gaethje, Chandler, all have dropped him. All have rocked him. Alright? Every single last one of them have done that to him. Topuria hits harder than all those guys, bro. 145 or not. This guy is pound for pound one of the hardest hitters in the sport right now. Charles is there to be hit. He got hit in round. He was schooling Chandler for 4 rounds, and in round 5, Chandler managed to still knock him down. Chandler. We're talking about Topuria here, boys. This guy's like a sniper with his boxing combinations. He throws 3-punch combinations, rips to the body, goes up high, keeps you guessing, and he can take you down, and he can grapple. So it's like, what do you do? What can you do against this guy? Really, what you need to do is knock him out. But I don't see Charles doing that. Not to Ilia. Like I say, he's already fought a long-rangey guy in Max Holloway. He was able to get there on his chin. Oliveira is smaller than Max. Not as rangy. Alright. I think he's just going to get it done. I think round 1, he's going to be downloading the data on Charles, taking his time, trying to figure out what are Charles's habits, where are the openings at, and then round 2 comes along, and he's just going to spark him. In the first half of round 2, I believe Charles is going down, and then we're going to be seeing this. Whether you like Charles or you don't, I don't know anyone that doesn't like Charles, but all the Charles fans need to come to terms with the fact that this man here is going to be the next lightweight champion. And no one else at lightweight is going to beat him. And I think the fight to make after this would be him versus Paddy. I love Paddy from the UK. I don't think he beats Ilia, though. I don't think he beats Ilia. Let me know what you guys think. Who's winning this fight? Have I got it pretty much spot on? I think I might have done. Now, Charles can catch Ilia in a submission on the way down. But I think Ilia hits that hard that when he does get dropped, he's not going to know where he is or what he needs to do. You know? I think he's going to go down and be really stunned, and Topuria's just going to wail on him. I'm thinking up against the fence, like he did against Holloway. He's going to knock him out in round 2, up against the fence, so he's not on his back, and Topuria can just go bang, 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 up against the fence. That's my prediction. Round 2. Right. It's over for Charles. It really is. So sorry, Charles. I'll see you later, mate. You can go cry some more. Let me know what you guys think about this fight. I'm going to drop my full card predictions as a community post. Because I can't be arsed going through the whole card. I'll be honest. I just can't be bothered. I'm not going to do things I can't be asked doing no more. I'm going to do what promo wants to do. So stay tuned for my community post for my full card predictions. I'll do a full card predictions. I'm not going live. Don't enjoy doing fight campaigns no more. I enjoy watching the fights without commentating them throughout. I don't want to be gapping for 7 hours. I want to just watch the fights and enjoy them. But hey ho, like I said, live stream tomorrow, podcast on Friday. We're going to talk about all the crazy news, mainly about John Jones retiring on the podcast, and hopefully by then we'll have some Tom Aspinall fight news. But we'll see. Like and subscribe, links down below. Till next time, I'll see you in a bit.